so we're Diamond 2 now, so we'll do some replay reviews so we can clear this out and add more from Diamond 2 onwards to Masters. So we'll take a look at a few old games. We'll do 1 and 5, 1 and 4, and 1 and 3 and see how we do. So yeah, we'll go jump straight into our Diamond 5 review. Let's see what we got. Alright, so just before we watch, hand isn't that great. You know, we basically have 3 Ohimes and a Kagura, so our big play at the moment is just Ohime. We have the Maxi for the draw, so let's see what our opponent plays. So they're playing purrely, so we can just Maxi here. Purrely tends to summon 3 or 4 times or draws. So let's see. Straight off the bat, he set his Delicious Memory. And using the Purrely's effect to go into something. And he goes into Plump. Plump is great for us because just, you know, we can beat into it. And we get our draw. Our draw is Ash Blossom, which is very nice. So he's plumping up, and then he gets a special summon. So here he's special summon the Purrely. There's only 2 cards you want to Ash Blossom in this matchup. One being the Purrely and the other My Friend Purrely. The Purrely actually searches for the My Friend, so it's free to Ash Blossom here. Then the plump effect to plump it up. I don't believe you can use the Purrely effect because he has, yeah, he got nothing left, so he can't use the Purrely effect. He's attached the rank to the plump. We draw our pot. He gets 1 draw during standby phase. Before we go on our main phase, let's take a look at our hand again. So we've managed to draw into a Fire Dance and a pot there. Pot is great because now we can beat out to Ash Blossom, and then we can use the Ohime effect to search for whatever we want. Going by this board though, and the fact that we have Kagura, we don't need to search Ceremony, so we're free to search anything else. Because we have Fire Dance, it's probably going to be a monster. So we're free to add either Hare or Huli. Probably just add a Hare here and search for that Water Obelisk for the OTK. Let's see. So we go for the pot. There's the Ash Blossom. Pour it on a bit. There's the Ash Blossom. I don't like what he's done here. He's used Plump already. He does know what we're playing, and he's used Plump to get rid of Pot of Extravagance from the grave. We could be playing anything. Mikanko's with Great Ceremony and Mariash Dori, for example. He plumped too early. There's the Hare. We discard the Hare because we have Fire Dance. Then we can add a Water Obelisk for the OTK. So we Water Obelisk this for the Huli, so we can't be targeted. And then we're basically free to Kagura out our other Ohime. And then we attack. So yeah, nice simple game. Huli is the being of Purrely's, all the Purrely shit targets. We'll go for, I believe this is a mirror match actually with plus. So I'll begin to review. And talk you guys through it mainly, because I know some of you have asked how to deal with a mirror match, and yeah, this is it. So the reason I know this is a mirror match, first things first, you lost a dice roll and they've chose us to go first. It's Mikanko. It's 100% Mikanko. It's the way Master Duel is at the moment. If you're choosing to go second, you're playing Mikanko. So if let us go first, I have already deemed that this is a Mikanko mirror match. I pass. You do not want anything on the field or the grave in a Mikanko mirror match. But they don't agree, so they've went off with Hidden Armory to add the Double-Edged Sword. The reason they're doing it is they're trying to push a bit of damage. Double-Edged Sword deals 4k to us directly, but that's the max a Mikanko deck can do, unless you run the Power Tool OTK, which, yeah, people just don't run it online. It's kind of something I'll break this, invented through a lot of testing, at locals. I haven't seen it really online, except for myself. So 4k is the maximum they can do. So they're going to use the Ohime, search for the ceremony, and they're going to discard a Huli. And then they're going to ceremony out the Ohime. And then they're going to maybe... Okay. First mistake. Why? Right. Why Water Obelisk? I see where this is going. He's going to Water Obelisk onto the Ohime, back to Ohime for a Hara, and Hara for a Faradance. That's the play I see. Why not send a Mary Ashidori and just bring out the Huli? And that way you still have your Ohime for the quick effects. Yeah, so there's Faradance. There's that. Like, there was nothing stopping this guy keeping the Ohime on the field and equipping the Ohime with the double sword. So he's just made a weaker board. And he sets 2. Alright, trap wise, one's a Mikanko Rivalry, the other one we don't know what it is, but Mikanko's only run Mikanko Rivalry. So it's either Mikanko Rivalry or a Weird Ceremony. Those are the only 2 set cards I can think of. Maybe a called by, we'll see. But at the moment, looking at my hand, we win. We draw into the Rondo, simply Fire Dance into this. We're going to add our Water Obelisk. We're going to tribute this for the Kaiju. They're coming up with Mega Story for whatever reason. Either way, we're going to bounce this back. And we're going to tribute it again. They're activating theirs to add probably their Fire Dance. Yeah, so they're going to add their Fire Dance, try to set up it next turn. But he ain't going to be in next turn. Because we have the 4k needed. So we simply tribute this. Summon it, equip it with Axe to the Fools, and then we have 8k damage. Simple as that. Yeah. Very simple game. The better option was just for him to pass again, to be honest, until one of us gave in. That we'll jump into our Diamond 3 games. We're going to choose this one. We've already looked at the Purrely game. This is a Purrely game, but it was a good game. And we're just going to talk you through some plays and why we made those plays. So you can see our hand isn't great. We're not going to drop a Maxi during the draw phase or standby because I can see what the opponent playing. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I don't like to max C unless I have the Finder of the Herald in hand. So that we can do it during the draw phase to kind of stop our opponent playing so we can set up an OTK. That is my mindset. And always is. Always is. So they've special summoned the Fenrir and now we drop it. Just in case they are playing Cash Tier, looking to go full cash mode on us. They've then played to my friend to search for the Purrely, or the Purrely. And then they've ended and passed it back to us. Now, we don't draw into anything. And this is where the first read I want to talk, right? If you've noticed, when they play Fenrir, they didn't add anything, which means they have a second Fenrir in hand. There is no point to us playing Lightning Storm into the Fenrir here, because this is special summon another Fenrir. So we're going to use the Lightning Storm for the back row. That's the first good read, I believe. And then we're going to set the called by. So I don't fear dying here because I know the max range of Purrely is not enough to kill me. Unless Purrely used the Happiness OTK, where they basically beat into you half your attack, beat into you half your attack, etc. Because your monster can't be tried in battle, they can't OTK you. They don't have enough damage output. So even with Fenrir on the board, I don't fear death whatsoever. They can probably deal about 4-5 on top of the 2-4. So we're just going to forward it on, see what their end board is. I believe they actually hit everything here, so there we go. There's the Fenrir discard, by the way, so we've called that one right. And then they go into their Purrely, and then we're going to that Plump. Plump it up. Try to get that in a Noir online. And then one more Purrely for good measure. And then plump it up again. Yeah, so there's a very big Noir on the field, and yeah, a Leerlisk. So as I said, 4-5 was my estimate here. They were managed to deal 4 and 2, 4, so that's 6-4 total. It's not enough. So turn change here. He didn't use the Noir effects, which is quite strange to me. Noir can do... didn't target one, yeah. So, he didn't use the Noir here, probably because he wants to keep it unaffected, but the problem with that is that Axe of the Fools is on my field. So we can just activate Axe of the Fools and target a Noir, and the Noir's effects just stop. So, I'll slow my turn down, talk through things, right? So he's going to draw during my standby. I'm going to use Axe of the Fools to stop the Noir. And then we're going to search for our Ohime. Our opponent here, I believe, yeah, plays the Duel. We have the perfect answer is called by. If we didn't have the call by, we would have lost. But sadly, the opponent has the answer to our Axe of the Spur through the Fenrir here. So we're going to use the effect to add the Huli and discard the Ohime. So this is raid number 2. The first one was the Fenrir raid. Here's the second. We've used the effect now. He's going to use the effect of Fenrir. Now, a lot of people would assume to find out the Herald, but I assume he's going to use it on Axe of the Fools. Got a bunch of Axe of the Fools so that Noir comes back online, so Noir can do Noir things. So the reason we drop the Ohime here is because Noir can take stuff from the grave. We don't want Huli in the grave so that he can take it. So let's just watch this play out. Yeah. So although he's using the Fenrir effect very late, he should have used it when the Ohime effect was used in hand. But Noir is back online now. He could have stole the Huli if he'd done this correctly. But yeah, the read was good. And then we have the double-edged sword. So he's going to use the double-edged sword. The Noir to stop the double-edged sword damage. But we can still attack for the 2-6. Layerless to stop destruction and damage. And we set 1. So we have our 1 on the field. We never think he's going to Noir this. I do think he's just going to attack into it. From there, we can use our Mikanko Rivalry and equip this with Axe of the Fools to increase its attack so we take less damage. So that was kind of our way of, staying alive, or, equip it with a double-edged sword to take less damage. But I believe something different happens here. So here he goes with the purrely stuff. And the reason this board's so hard to answer, sorry, we'll pause one more time. The reason this board's so hard to answer is because Huli and the equipped can't be targeted, nor targets, and Fenrir targets. So it's very hard to answer this board. So I don't know why he used the Fenrir effect here to banish it. Unless he was trying to banish these, he activated the effect and realized, oh, I can't target. It's the only thing I can think of, because now I take no damage. And the opponent has realized this, so he starts to go into Zeus. So Zeus here is perfect for me. Perfect for me, right? So what he's done here is he's went into Zeus with only 3 materials, so he can't wipe more than once. What that means is the minute he tries to wipe, I can activate Mikanko Rivalry and set up a Mary Ashidori play to basically stop you for target and deal 3k damage. So turn passes to me, and we draw our Hare. I'm drawing some more cards, and then a Hare. Right, so the Hare here is played, and he's activated Zeus, which is fantastic. So, as I said, we go for the Mikanko Rivalry, and we equip the Hare. Now, because the Hare activates in the new chain, we don't get the addition here. But the effect hasn't been used, which means we can do it when we use the Mary Ashidori in the grave to bring it back. Everything's gone. As I said, Mary Ashidori into the Hare. Hare is effect to add a card. We're going to add the Fire Dance, and then the Fire Dance to bring back the Huli and attack for 6k. We don't care about Duel, mate. We're activating it from our grave. Boom. And there's 6k. So, I'm proud of that game. There's a lot of raids. The Fenrir raid, you know, calling out the Fenrir effect on the field to get rid of Axe the Fools, activate the Noir to steal the Hooli. A lot of good plays, I believe. But just wanted to show you guys that one, you know. And from there, we'll move into a live game and see what we get. We don't know what we're playing against. Alright, so the opponent's choosing, and we're going first. Alright, you know where this is going. I'm just going to hit the end button. Everybody ready for this? Yeah, a good hand too. We wait. Give it a second. Thinking. We're thinking. We're thinking. Now we're passing turn. There's a lot we can do. I ain't doing it. Stand by. Be in. Every time. Thing is though, right? We have nothing. I'm not going to activate it. I want to, again, I'm going to let this go through and try to max C my way. There's a ceremony. When he plays ceremony, we can max C. He's going to discard. He's going to set up a field. So he's dumping on Hime. Not a great dump for him. There's the Ash. Fine. This is all fine. This is the problem. They should ceremony here and just set up a rondo play. Yep. Thing is though, right? We're at that stage now where have a golem. Fine, you add. We're at that stage where if I draw into a Kaiji, I win. You know. It's fine. Still fine. Add your trap. We have the Harpies to answer the back row either way. I've just realised I have misplayed because I've sent us to the grave, so if this is a Kaiji, I lose. If it's a Kaiji, I lose. Because it's 3-3 and he has the rondo in the grave. Not. Thank God. Now what he should do here is take control of it anyway and go into an IP. Alright, chose not to. My rondo though, okay. This is going to be a huge play. I misplayed, but this is game over. Okay, so you want to add the Mayush story here. Alright, so you went for Axe the Fools, that's fine. Because what's going to happen here is my own entertainment. We're going to try the Power 2 low decay. Oh, he's realized something's going on. This doesn't start a chain, so the minute I summon, I take control of it. Doesn't matter if you equip anything to Huli, the target's already been declared, it'll not stop it. The best thing you can do right now is probably take control of the Max C. It doesn't matter. So what he's doing here is he's going to equip Axe of the Fools to it. I can't use the effect, but Rondo would stop me activating the effect anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, you're already using that, so this is, yeah, this is just game over if I'm right. So yeah, ceremony, drop the Hara, and play a ceremony. We go into our Onohime. Which then gives us Arohime. Normal summon the Ash Blossom. And we sink for 9. So we use the Power Tool effect to send whatever, it doesn't matter, to the grave, stop the Huli, and we deal our damage. That was such a good game. That was a great game to go out on. Yeah, we set up the, yeah, it was just perfect. Alright guys, if you're on Twitch, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So just a quick add-on to this video, guys. While I was editing, I thought I'd go back and show you the opponent's deck. So it's very different from Mars, where they don't run any Kaijus. They chose to run only 3 Lava Golems. They run Hidden Armor, where we don't. Because we have enough searches between Hara and Ohime, there's no point. Different ratios, Maxi's Ash Blossom, we run 2 of each, he runs 3 of each. No Harpies, only 1 Lightning Storm, not 2. He runs Mikanko Promise, which I don't believe is good, because you're looking to kill them in 1 turn, you don't want to set too many things. And he doesn't run the Power Tool OTK, he doesn't run the Defining the Herald, search for the Herald of the Arclight. Yeah, it's a strange list, guys, it's a very strange list. Yeah, but with that, thanks for watching.